Just got through the security. We have now entered into the Adventuredome. Look at this. That is cool. Hello and welcome to Hello. I am Clutch, where I am here today in Las Vegas, Nevada to go to the Adventuredome. Now, what is the Adventuredome, you might be asking? Or maybe you know exactly, and that's why you clicked on the video. The Adventuredome is actually one of America's only completely indoor theme parks. And it's here at the Circus Circus Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, I've been excited to go to this for my entire life. I've actually never been to the Adventuredome, so this is my first experience, and I'm really excited to take you along with me. Now, there's a couple fun roller coasters in here that I know about. I think there's a lot of cool kind of flat rides in here. And I'm just really excited to finally experience this quirky, fun, pink domed behemoth that's in the middle of the desert in Nevada. So come along with me as we go explore the Adventuredome. We've made it inside and we're looking for the Adventuredome, which has the most fun font. All right, been following the signs all through this place and it looks like we have to go up. So up it is to the Adventuredome. Not directly, I believe we get up here and then we have to go a little farther, and I must say I do love the theming in here. It looks like, I know it's a circus, but it looks kind of, makes me think of a candy shop a little bit, but it looks like fresh paint, like it looks well kept, which I know people have said in the past as like Circus Circus, not always the most well kept, but this looks nice. Life's a circus, and then you die. And when you just go right after getting off that escalator, you go just a little bit down a ways, and then here it is, the adventure to the Adventuredome. I almost said the entrance dome. No, it's it's not the entrance to the entrance dome, it's the Adventuredome. So here it is. You can take a quick peek inside. We're gonna go in just a second, get our tickets, talk about times and prices, but we're gonna have a fun time walking around this place and going on some rides. So here's your operation hours, and this is as of April 2025. For those of you who are watching this, possibly far in the future. So Monday through, it looks like Wednesday, it's noon to 7, Thursday, 10 to 10, Friday, Saturday, 10 to midnight, Sunday, 10 to 9. So open up decent hours, I would say. So if you really want to be here for a long time on Friday or Saturday, you could be here for 14 hours. So something I want to point out with prices before I talk about the actual fee for the actual riding is to walk into the Adventuredome. It is actually completely free, so if you just want to walk around, just check it out, just see what it's like, that is completely free. The one thing is you have to go through over here, and I believe they either scan your face or a metal detector and just check your bags and everything before they'll allow you inside. Just got through the security. We have now entered into the Adventuredome. Look at this. That is cool. These rocks are cool, so, oh my gosh, we're gonna go around. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna go on rides yet, because I know it's a little expensive. I'm probably gonna go on rides. The thing is I can't show it on the on-ride footage for it, but at least I'm gonna give you a tour so you can see everything that's here at the very least. But we're gonna have a fun time here. I love an indoor theme park. There's just not a lot of them in America, and so this is very exciting. Anyway, let's go to the ticketing and talk about how that works. So here's your pricing. It is basically, it's a pass. It's an all-day pass for everything or nothing. I think they used to have individual ride tickets, but no longer. Again, this is my first time, so I don't know. Anyway, this is just for reference, April of 2025, just so you understand that. So, $60 for an adult pass, and that's based on height, not age. And then junior pass is $30. And then I guess they do have fast passes here, but I'm thinking that's pretty rare that you're gonna need that. Anyway, at the bottom here you can see the rides and attractions. So you can see everything that is available here. So we got the 2 coasters. So if I'm gonna go on things, I'll definitely go on that. But we got some premium rides. And again, there's no different price tier. They're just labeling it as premium because I think it's more exciting, more thrilling. You got your large rides here and then a whole bunch of family rides. So we'll walk around and see all of that. But just to show you where you get your tickets, I think you just go to these kiosks that are right behind here and you can buy your passes through them. All right, I'm doing it. I gotta go on these roller coasters and I gotta do some other fun things. So it does come as a wristband, but it is only good the day of when you get it. So make sure when you come, you come here with plenty of time to go on everything. So now that we got our tickets, I just want to get you a little bit oriented. We have the map here. So there's like kind of 2 levels. There's the main level and the coaster level. And so you can see all the rides here where we kind of entered over here. And so you're near the Sling Shot, the carousel. And so I think we're going to go around this way. see what we can find and just see all this stuff. But you can see, I like this map. It's quite colorful. It's very nice. All right, got my pass, so we're gonna walk around, see everything there is to see. And starting here, we have a Sling Shot, which I think is an SNS moonshot, if I saw correctly. I believe it's similar to the one that's at the top of the strat, where like it shoots you up as the big thing versus drops you. So that seems fun. All right, just went on the Sling Shot. That was a lot of fun. It shoots you up, and then you come back down. But I will say, when you go up, don't lean your head back. I did, and it really kind of crooked my neck. So that was a shock, but otherwise, very fun. One other thing about the ride, actually, that I think is cute is they have audio that makes it sound like you're doing like a space shot, like a launch, and they just have like a countdown type of thing. Just a fun little bit of ambiance. That was a lot of fun. I figured I should actually show you what that ride looks like so you understand what we went through on the ride. So again, you get shot up, and then you come right back down. Let's see how this goes. Woo! It's the neck cracker. Oh, there's a cool shot of the roller coaster behind it. That was cool. Anyway, and then they come back down. It's a pretty good intense drop. Watch this, watch this. 3, 2, 1, and go. That's a good one. And then next to the Sling Shot, as we continue, we got this nice little balloon ride, kind of like Ferris wheel balloon thing. Simple, elegant, neat. So usually I know about Zoltar, but here we have the generic cousin, the Fortune Teller. No name for this one. Got a cute carousel here. This is a circus carousel. I like it because there are some non-horse animals on here. So you can see there's actually kind of the sea dragon thing over here, which is cute. And then they actually have a pig and a bear over there. I like that. I always like when the carousels have something a little bit unique to them, and usually it's in the form of animals that are not normal. So like here you got a giant hare. That's great. Yeah, this is just, I mean, it's not a huge carousel by any means, but it is nice. I like it. And if a carousel is too intense for you, I got this one horse ride. So I think in a little bit there is a 4D theater where you can see a few different shows. I don't know if they play just one at a time or if they rotate. Might go on that. We'll see in a bit once we find it. But I did want to show kind of this side view of all the rock work and seeing the roller coaster integrate with it. And that's one thing that always has appealed to me about this place is the humongous rock work in the middle and the way that they have a roller coaster that's built in here. And I think it's why, unless they completely defunct it, this roller coaster will be here forever, because they're not going to build another one here. That'd be impossible. And I can't wait to go on this. We're going to go on that as soon as we find the entrance. In the middle of all the canyon work, you have the actual roller coaster in the middle, but like a whole bunch of those random arcade games. Those seem to cost extra, so if you're paying 60 bucks to come in here or ride the rides, it seems silly that you gotta pay all that extra, but it is what it is. But anyway, I came in here to somewhat look at the roller coaster, but also I found the entrance to the 4D thing. Got a fun facade for the 4D Special FX Theater. It looks like we have the Bear and Squirrel 4D or Happy Family 4D. That one looks fun. Looks like you're kind of in a ride vehicle. It's basically Monsters Unleashed in Epic Universe, right? It's got to be pretty much the same scale and scope. So it looks like at the board there, I can see the next Bear and Squirrel show is in 5 minutes. And looking closer at the poster, this is from Aardman, which I believe is the people who make Wallace and Gromit. So if it's anything like that, we're gonna have to do it. And then right after is Happy Family 4D, so we're gonna do that. All right, got some 3D glasses here. So it's just a 4D theater. It's not much to see in the way of seating, so let's get some glasses and we'll have a good time. So just saw both of these movies, and they were a lot of fun and very different. They went back to back, so I think they flip back and forth between them. Anyway, it's a fun 4D theater. It's relatively simple, but like they got water effects, they got bubbles. It's kind of like a Bug's Life where they have like when there's like answer things on the screen. There's like a thing under your legs shooting at you, and then at one point you got poked in the back. It was a lot of fun. Of the two, well, Bear and Squirrel was cute. It was more like you're watching this Bear and Squirrel go on a crazy adventure. This one, oh my gosh, I did not, it started and then I gotta show you something. So this is from Mac Medium. Now, I'm a bit of a theme park nerd. If you know Mac makes, is the people who own the theme park in Europe, in Germany, called Europa Park. It's a park I want to go to more than almost any other theme park in the world. I have not been there yet, but they make a whole bunch of things for other parks. So they made this movie because basically, sorry, that's the roller coaster over my head. This movie was basically a ghost train dark ride video. It's like a family going on like a dark ride at Europa Park. It goes off the rails, literally. But then they get off the ride. They're walking around and they're literally at Europa Park while shenanigans are taking place. And it was just, when I saw that, I've never been there, but I know what it looks like, and it's just, oh, that was so exciting to me. But either way, even if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just let me nerd out for a second. Thank you. But these were very fun. These were cute and very simple, but I had a lot of fun with them. Continuing around the Adventure Dome, we got this cute little kind of airplane ride over here. So that's just an adorable little thing. Kind of in the back corner here, they actually have an outside thing. They have the little Sprinter Raceway. This is cute, so just gonna take a peek out here to see. Look at this. Little kids on the little cars there. That's adorable. Oh, I like that. Anyway, going back inside. So again, this is kind of the far corner here. So we have a swinging ride with the seats that go up. We got this fun bus ride. It looks like it's called, I can't even say, BC Bus. I couldn't read the font at first. And then over here, I'm a little disappointed that this sign isn't working. It's called Roadrunner. I've seen this work before, and I just like the way the neon makes it look like the Roadrunner is a road a-running. And then you have your classic teacups way over here. It's actually twisting teacups, so it's not classic, it's twisting. It's very different. And then this is one I'm actually kind of excited about. I might actually go on this. This is a Zamperla Nebula ride. I've been seeing these pop up all over the place. I actually saw one at the island at Pigeon Forge. I just can't stop staring. It's so beautiful. Oh, they stopped. That helps me stop. They are mesmerizing to watch. So I'm going to show you some off-ride footage. But I've actually never been on one. So I think I might actually, if the line's not too long, I might take a ride on this guy. There's some audio on this one as well to help give it some like kind of theming story to it. But here you go. I'm very close, so it's hard to get the full scope of it. But it looks crazy, but it's really just you're going up and down just over and over, and that's really it. But it is beautiful in the way it moves. The colors are great, and the whole middle apparatus can go up and down. And then I also think they reverse the direction at some point. And now it's reversing course. And so now you go the other way. So it's simple, but it's cool. Again, it's a lot of up and down, so I'll see how I feel about this, but I'm excited to try it for once in my life. Well, that was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Not that I didn't think it was going to be fun, but what was fun about it is how intense it was. It was actually much more intense. When you get to the top, you get that like stomach drop feeling when you're like on a roller coaster. And when you go backwards, it's actually even a little bit more intense. And it was a good long cycle too. So I love this. That was fun. Every time I'm seeing these, I got to go on these now. That was fantastic. So I'm now in the way back, and you can see the back side of the roller coaster here. You can see the whole Adventure Domeness of the Adventure Dome. They have some awesomeness in progress, so maybe they're making something new or just a bunch of random storage. Hard to know. I still haven't found the entrances for these roller coasters, so I have to be getting close at some point, right? So at this back section, is where you can actually get up to, I think, the second level. We saw on the map at the way beginning, there's a second level. So up here is the Frog Hopper, classic Frog Hopper. But what's more exciting to me, as we get a little bit up here, is that the views for the roller coaster get really cool. Like, look at this, you can go right under it. Like, it's right here. There's nothing blocking something from, like, getting and falling on you. And you get this really cool view right here. Look at this. You can see the corkscrew just go in like that. This is awesome. So this is quite an exceptional view. You can see actually El Loco in the background there. We'll get there in a moment as well. So there's the two roller coasters. That's why they're somewhere over there. But we're gonna get to them. Obviously got the Zamperla Nebula going again. But I just love this. I love this second level. Like, where is it taking you? Just randomly over here. All right. So it's just kind of a walkway area, but it's really kind of nice. And I like it. So I wanted to show you. You're welcome. So it looks like both roller coasters are up this way. So we're gonna start with Canyon Blaster. Now Canyon Blaster is the roller coaster you've been seeing in the background and times blasting around the canyon. Here's another nice, fun, unique view of Canyon Blaster that's going up. Now this is an aerodynamics roller coaster. It was built in 1993, so it's a bit of an old one, which is cool. But here's a fun fact. In the most recent theme park I went to, the name of that theme park was Rainbow's End, and it was in New Zealand. I'm actually wearing, look at this. Can you see it? I'm wearing my shirt that I bought there in New Zealand, and you can see the Aero roller coaster they have there as well. That's called the Corkscrew Coaster. That one's older. That's 40 years old. So I just think it's really cool that pretty much the most recent roller coaster I went on was an aerodynamics, and then now the one that I'm going on now is an aerodynamics. So that's just fun for me. All right, and here's the station. And here comes those aerodynamic cars. Got some overhead roller restraints.
Welcome back, push up, exit to your left.
I've heard this is relatively smooth, so I'm excited to see. I'm going in the middle just because there's no line for the middles, and I want to go on right away. But obviously I can't film on this, so I'll let you know how it is after I get off. Whoa, that's a bright sun. Just had a couple of rides on the Canyon Blaster, and that is a really fun roller coaster. For being over 30 years old, that thing rides really well. I did one in the middle, one in the back. Really good. Like, it does not hit your head, nothing bad. It's a relatively short ride, but you don't really notice it because you're going in and out of the rockwork so much, which is really cool. Just how it feels like you're getting a lot of near misses, but you go upside down 4 times in like 60 seconds. So it's intense, but in a really, really fun way. And I loved that. That was fantastic. And there's been no lines here, which makes it really easy to go on rerides. So that's been a great part of it. So you can hear it. Yeah, there it is going up behind me. So yeah, that. I'm trying to get a final thought in. Oh my gosh. One more set. Anyway, that was really great. On to the next roller coaster. So next we have this crazy guy. Look at this. Wow. So we're going on this one. This one's known as El Loco, which I believe is Spanish for the Loco. This station is a lot of fun. You can see all this in here, and they got all this information. They got a 90-degree drop at one point, negative 1.5 vertical G's. There's a 45-degree bank turn, a barrel roll, a donut roll, a reverse 240-degree roll, a 180 turn, and an inverted drop. This is going to be crazy. A little bit of a closer look at the seats there. Basically, it's just a lap bar that goes over your head, but it really is just a lap bar. And I don't know if it'll actually work here, but they apparently might have onboard audio. You can kind of see speakers in the back there. So I've heard it is supposed to be onboard audio, but I don't know if it'll actually work. I'll let you know. But something else I want to mention is that at this entire park, if you look in the back here, the roller coasters, all the big rides, they have like little cubbies basically to store your stuff for when you're on the ride, and I just appreciate that. So they make it really easy. You don't have to get a locker if you feel comfortable enough to just store your stuff for the ride. up to its namesake. That was the crazy. Wow, that was a lot of fun. That packed a heck of a punch in a really short period of time. It was really comfortable. I will say, like, just lap bars, I'm always a fan of just lap bars, even when you're going upside down. But like, the way it moves, like, you really aren't sure, even when you can see the layout back there, is like, you're not exactly sure where it's gonna go, what's gonna be next. All you know that it is gonna be crazy. That was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, I wish, I will say the onboard audio wasn't working. They advertised it exists, but it wasn't working when I was on it, but that's okay. It would have probably made it even that much better, but that was so much fun to go on. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to do it again. Well, this is a cool little fact treat. How crazy is El Loco? Well, I guess 3 countries were involved in making this. Looks like it was China, Italy, and USA. It's 650,000 pounds of steel. Tells you about how it works. The speakers did not work. I kind of mentioned that. So it would be cool if you could hear something, but it didn't do it. But yeah, 72 seconds of all that craziness. That was a lot. After a second ride on El Loco, that definitely still is the Loco. And then I also had a 3rd ride on Canyon Blaster, and that definitely blasts through the canyon. So something kind of cool that is a relic of the past. If you look way behind the roller coaster here, behind Canyon Blaster, you look at all that up there. Apparently it used to be kind of a log flume type of ride here. And when this is the best I can film it, when you're actually on the roller coaster, you can see the track go along in the rocks. I don't know exactly where it went or how it like flowed, but it's really cool to see that. So I just wanted to kind of point that out because it's kind of a really just neat thing that still kind of exists here. All right, so after all that roller coaster madness, we are continuing back through the park, and what do we have here? What is this? There's like dinosaurs here? It's like the train at Disneyland, except flat. But like, the trees are 3D. Can you see the trees? It's a little dark to see them, but like they are there. It's got some, this is fascinating. This is a nice fun little tunnel. It's not really a tunnel, it's kind of open actually. You actually see El Loco right there. Anyway, but that's fun. All right, well, continuing on. So here they have the Bank Heist Laser Challenge. I think this costs extra, so I'm not gonna be doing that one today. But across from that, they have this fun little hallway. I love this. All this fake rock work. Now it's like you're under the canyon, and I think this is just like a party space, but it's a fantastic party space. Look at this. I love this. Look, they even got a little bit of theming over there with a wheel. I don't know, I just had to come down here and show it to you because it's fun. Anyway, back to the Grand Circle Tour. So it seems like we have kind of an arcade area here because there's a ticket redemption center, so I guess you can play these games, get some tickets. It's not a lot of stuff, but it's here. It's stuff, it's something. If you're bored from, you know, riding the rides, I guess you can do all that. But then also we have the Midway over here. So some of your classic games like basketball, throwing down the blocks. It's funny that they have this here because in the actual main Circus Circus casino, there's like a million Midway games. It's a whole thing they have, it's a whole section. But anyway, and then they got the milk bottles over here, or tequila sunrise as they put it. Oh, there's a good shot of El Loco. Oh yeah, look at this. Watch it come down from the front view here. Like that first drop's 90 degrees. Woo! That's a good one. But then over here we have a cute little bumper car ride. Nothing too crazy. This one is not El Loco. We just looked at El Loco. And then you can see also just over here we have a pirate ship ride as well. You know, the classic swinging pirate ship. Everyone knows about that guy. But continuing through the Midway here a little bit, just want to point out a couple other things because we got the balloon bust. You can throw at that. And then you have this classic game where you roll the ball and you make the I guess the millers move along or try to make train stuff. I don't know, I love this. This one feels very fun. But yeah, this Midway being here feels very kind of redundant given Circus Circus has so much of its own stuff. But anyway, wanted to show it to you, wanted you to see it, wanted you to know it's here. That way you understand what are you getting yourself into. And it does look like they have an eatery in here. A lot of really stuff you kind of expect at a theme park with a lot of basic food. You got popcorn, you got pretzels. Actually, they got a big board over here, so like They got combos and things. Prices aren't actually horrible. So like hot dog with fries and a beverage is $11. That's not terrible. Chicken fingers, fries, fountain beverage, $13. Not too bad. Chili cheese fries, $8. Soft pretzel with cheese, $7. So, oh, and they also got pizza as well. So, and wraps, salads. So, actually, wider selection than I would have thought from just my initial looking at it. So, not bad. Good job, Adventure Dome. Good job. And here we have the disc O. That's what it says, disc O. And then across from that, we have what is known as the inverter. And that is a flippin' and a floppin'. And that is a strong negatory from clutch. There we go. Okay. So thank you for coming with me to the Adventure Dome. This was a great place. Again, this is my first trip here. I had never been, and I had a wonderful time. Every ride was really fun. Operations were pretty good. I would also say that like the lines were short. I was here on a Friday evening. They got a little longer as I went, but not bad. For 60 bucks, that's kind of a hard sell. What they have here is great, but again, it's only 2 major roller coasters. A lot of good, simple flat rides and things like that, but $60 is kind of up to you. Is that worth it? Because I do think that is a bit pricey for what they have here. But this place was much better than I thought it would be. Given the vibe of Circus Circus, I thought this place might feel a little bit more outdated or decrepit, and it certainly did not. So that is something that I really appreciated about this place. But anyway, I'm glad you came along with me for all this. If you did like watching me go around with these shenanigans or seeing this place, hitting the like button below really tells the algorithm that this was a good video and that you want to see more of it, which helps. And if you want to see more of this more easily, hitting subscribe is the best way to be notified about when I put out new videos that are fun like this. But before you go, I did want to point out that I do have a whole bunch of fun other videos you can watch. So if you want to see my other theme park videos, I have a whole playlist up here. And if you want to see other fun things to do in and around Las Vegas, there's a whole fun playlist right there. So hopefully I'll see you in one of those. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. I'm still Clutch.